keys in my locket, untied laces, yeah. Just tripping on daydreams, got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and count sheep.
Young Ting, you going crazy.
Oh no, no. King, this shit fuego. Can't breathe in toxic skies. Pollute me with your lies. Yeah, I thought that I'd die. Whoa, whoa. I cannot breathe through toxic skies. You pollute me with your lies. Thought I'd die along with my sense of time, and I'm not alright. Feel trapped in my mind. I can't escape even if I try to. Little too late, too weak and too kind. My heart is on fire and I'm burning alive, so I guess I'm not fine. Still trapped in my mind. The date been in my mind for days. Wish I could get away. You know it isn't safe for me to be in this headspace. Drunk and I miss you unless I'm just drunk. Told me to swim, then you watched as I sunk. I can't forgive you, no, I'm not that dumb. Paranoid, I gotta run. I cannot breathe through toxic skies. You pollute me with your lies. Thought I'd die along with my sense of time, and I'm not alright. Feel trapped in my mind. I can't escape even if I try to. Little too late, too weak and too kind. My heart is on fire and I'm burning alive, so I guess I'm not fine. Still trapped in my mind. Once upon a time I used to hold you close. Now the only thing I'm holding is a broken soul. Knock me down and I'm still falling like some dominoes. Oh no, I'm trapped, I can't get out, no. Back to the basics, you crazy as hell. And I can't bring myself to say I wish you well. Trying to be tough in a world that's ablaze. You told me that you would stay. I cannot breathe through toxic skies. You pollute me with your lies. Thought I'd die along with my sense of time, and I'm not alright. Feel trapped in my mind. I can't escape even if I try to. Little too late, too weak and too kind. My heart is on fire and I'm burning alive, so I guess I'm not fine. Still trapped in my mind. Singing why, oh why you lie, you lie. Every time I die a little inside. Baby, baby, bye-bye. Gotta move on with my life. Well, at least I'm gonna try. Don't you hit me in the night, cause I'm probably home crying. Don't you know that I'm still trapped in my mind? I cannot breathe through toxic skies. You pollute me with your lies. Thought I'd die along with my sense of time, and I'm not alright. Feel trapped in my mind. I can't escape even if I try to. Little too late, too.
The 1-2. High pop-up. And this is taken in for out number 1.
Batting second. The second baseman.
So here is Cavan Biggio.
Biggio.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Well, the key for him on the mound is to keep the ball down. Certainly, hollow of the knee or lower. Sinker changeup guy, if he's going to succeed against this lineup, he's got to keep the ball down.
And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The center fielder, number 4, George.
First offering on its way. George Springer stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
Line towards center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Some 2-out success to keep the top of the first alive.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner.
Well, the play's been made, and with it comes the end of the inning. One left for Toronto. Blue Jays nothing. Now into the box, Gio Urshela. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the
For the
first.
Yankees,
Pitch on the way.
third baseman, number 29.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Legs churning, he's headed for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself in the scoring position to start off the inning.
In now, Aaron Hicks, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Comes set with the 0-1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summersgill's behind the dish because he has a tendency to favor one side of the plate.
You know, that's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E-train at times. It's like, hey, if you're going to give me that inside corner, give it to me, but don't keep moving the dish around on me all game.
Another 0-2 home. Pulled high in the air out to right field. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second?
Batting third, the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Next, it'll be DJ LeMahieu. First trip to the plate for him in this one, and it's a good RBI spot, too. Leadoff man at third with one down. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game. Yanks held in check. Still no score. Second inning set to go, and next it'll be the outfielder, Lourdes Gurriel. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and one strike. Kluber has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Hey, that's a good sinker right there. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's got that going, especially early, it's going to be tough to get some runs off him.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
That's the heavy sinker right there. He has the ability to get ground balls when he needs them, potential double play situations, or to get that jam job with no one on base, that tapper right back to the pitcher. One of the toughest pitches to hit in the game.
Batting sixth, the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero.
Stepping in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Popped him up. Estrada over to his left, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 44.
Next to hit, Rowdy Tellez. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. And this one is gone. A home run. So a two-run homer down the line in right field. First home run of the campaign for him as the Blue Jays take a 2-0 advantage.
Here's Randall Grichuk as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. That one's out of here. Back-to-back home runs. Randall Grichuk leaves the yard with a solo shot. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Jays have moved out in front 3-0.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Into the box, Reese McGuire. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 3 runs already home here. Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for route number 2. Back to the top of the order now. And into bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And it's gone as they add still another.
Well, when a manager talks about hitting being contagious, that is exactly what we're talking about. One guy tees off, and the guy behind him starts to feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more focused. The next thing you know, you've got 3 home runs in an inning, and your entire offense is off and running.
Cavan Biggio stepping up now. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball 1-0. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Now the pitch.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Fouled off. Ready on 1 and 2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 4 runs in the inning, but of note there was that they came on the strength of 3 home runs. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Yankees nothing. And stepping in, Aaron Judge. And they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
They've gotten a gut punch to start this game. There's
a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. A solo home run there for Aaron Judge. First home run of the campaign for him. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Next up will be Gleyber Torres.
And on the first pitch, he grounds foul.
Bases are empty here, nobody out. Bouncer to the left side. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. To the plate now, Luke Voigt.
And it's grounded just foul down the line.
Torres gets his lead at first, nobody out. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Ready with the 0-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. Lifted down the line in left. Gurriel is over now, and he puts this one away in foul territory, and there are 2 men out. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And up to bat next, it'll be the catcher, Kyle Higashioka. Has a look, now the pitch. Hit hard down the line. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Well, now you see how difficult it is to be a catcher. This ball is really smoked, gets all the way to the wall, D-Row, but he just doesn't have the foot speed to turn this into an extra base hit.
Yeah, his calling card is definitely not his ability to run the bases. It's for offense and massaging a pitching staff.
Thairo Estrada digging in now. Fly ball right down the line in left. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. The Yankees answer right back on the solo home run. We've played 2. It's now a 4-1 game. New inning set to get underway. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, George Springer. Now the first pitch. Late that time for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
I think getting the leadoff man in every inning is important as a pitcher. When you're coming off an inning that you really labored through, it makes all the difference mentally.
And now a pitch on the way. Fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Gets him looking, strike 3. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez, grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here, similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Hot shot down the line. And that's the second out.
batter.
Ready now is Lourdes Gurriel. He singled in his first AB. Now the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Bounce towards the mound. Throw on to Voit takes care of him, and the inning is over. Blue Jays go down in order, but they lead it 4-1. Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the third baseman, Gio Urshela.
The third baseman, number 29.
Out in front of it, strike one. 0-1 pitch on its way. This is line to left. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving, D-Roll. Both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the third inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers' meeting today. Good plan at the plate, a lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Chopped weakly to the left.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Lifted down the line in left. Urshela aboard here at first with nobody out. And he struck him out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. There to play it is Springer, and that's out number 2. Digging in now for the Yankees, Aaron Judge. And he blasted a homer in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep the ball at the knees and below. He doesn't handle that low pitch quite as well.
The 0-1 delivery. Line drive, fair ball down the line. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Wow, the pitcher must be just shaking his head. That pitch wasn't anywhere near the strike zone, but he gave it the old tomahawk chop and somehow connected with it anyway. Now he's standing on second, and he even has to smile about that one.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. Yanked hard down the left field line. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A 3-run shot down the line in left. First home run of the campaign for him, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
Looking at that pitch again, you can see he just flat out missed his location. You put that pitch right there, and he's going to tattoo it. Now we're all tied up again, starting this thing all over.
Next to the Yankees.
At the plate now, Luke Voigt, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Now the pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Gurriel gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. We're through 3 in the Bronx, all even now at 4 apiece. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
First offering on its way.
It's really hard to match up this poor performance when you dive into the numbers. This guy's thrown over 80% of his first pitches for strikes, but he's going to need to have to clean his stuff up a little bit better and get the ball down in the strike zone.
Struck him out.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Rowdy Tellez the next to bat. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Boy, that's just about in the catcher's glove there. It's 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Tight game here early on. 4-4 the score here in inning number 4. And another foul ball. Another one sent foul. The 0-2 once more.
Outside, that's a ball.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
And he could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Next up, Randall Grichuk will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Here it comes. In there, no balls and a strike.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
The 0-1 pitch.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. Through 3 1/2, all tied 4 apiece.
Leading up for the Yankees.
And now the first pitch.
The left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. And that one is gone. A solo home run here off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. First home run of the campaign for him as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
Man, this has been a rough one for this guy so far. That's the third homer he's allowed today. He better start keeping the ball down in the strike zone, or that total might continue to rise.
At the plate, Kyle Higashioka. Yes, he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
Standing in now, Thairo Estrada, as he'll reach for one and come up empty for the first strike. He's 0 for 1 thus far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that's in there, base hit. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. The 0-1 pitch. Strike two, swinging just out in front of the slider.
If you're on the mound right here, you got to trust your catcher and execute. You know who's coming up to the plate.
The 0-2 pitch.
Holy smokes. That's the first ball they've taken the entire game so far. They're swinging at everything.
The 1-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And nearly a three-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Again, he sends it out of play. Higashioka at second. Estrada on at first with nobody out. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. Now the double steal is on here. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Another 1-2 delivery. Down the line and fair, that's a hit. The tag, and he is out.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
Into the box now, Aaron Hicks. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike one. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, two pitches at the knees right now, and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to fight. I want to see a two-strike approach. Maybe a little choke up, maybe a little fight up the middle the other way. Grind back into this count.
Protecting with two strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. 6 runs, 11 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Hicks is retired, 2 down now.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job
Now
by his
back,
battery mate
second
to
baseman,
complete the plate first
DJ
after the ball hit the dirt.
LeMahieu.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He swings and misses, throw down. And he'll be tagged out trying to steal third. And that just doesn't make much sense as the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits here. No errors and no one left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Yankees are out in front, 6-4. Stepping in for the Jays, Reese McGuire. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
And he'll be tagged out trying to steal third. And that just doesn't make much sense as the inning is over. So it's 2 runs. Here's the first pitch to him. Here. No errors and no one left. On to the top, and that's cut on and missed 0-1.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Stepping in for the Jays, Reese McGuire. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side behind 0-2 now. Get to him here.
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
And he'll be tagged out trying to steal third. Lined hard to center field. A dive, but it's off his glove. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap clear.
In now, Bo Bichette. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Liner into right center. That's a base hit. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
This guy just feasts on mistakes up in the zone, and that's exactly what he gets right here. A belt-high pitch, he drives into the alley. Great chance now with 2 runners in scoring position.
To the plate now, Cavan Biggio pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Liner into right center, that's a base hit. So a 3-run shot to right center field. First home run of the campaign for him as they move out in front 7-6. This one has turned into a slugfest of Ruthian proportions. 7 combined big flies. You guys remember seeing anything like that in a while?
Dan Plesac, somebody, please stop the bleeding. This pitching staff on both sides are getting absolutely embarrassed.
This is one of those days, D-Row, when you're sitting watching this game as a bullpen. You see this starting to unfold on both sides of the plate. This is one as a bullpen guy. You're sitting out there going, oh, Mr. Wizard, I don't want to be a pitcher today.
This one has turned into a slugfest of Ruthian. Here's George Springer. 7 combined big flies. As Kluber's able to get ahead of him here with strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
This pitching staff on both sides are getting absolutely embarrassed. This is one of those days, D-Row, when you're sitting watching this game as a bullpen. You see this
high fly ball out to straightaway center. Hicks is after it. Into a slide as he makes a great basket catch.
Hey, not every jump is going to be perfect in the outfield, and that certainly wasn't his best, but he made up for it with unbelievable closing speed and was able to make a great sliding catch.
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Hicks is after it. Into a slide as he makes a great basket catch. And it's quickly 0-2.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2. Base is empty, 2 away, and that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it.
First delivery to him. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to Voit, takes care of him, and the inning is over. One more look at the big blow for the Blue Jays. A 3-run home run. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's the Blue Jays 7 and the Yankees 6. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. DJ LeMahieu is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
Sometimes it's all about the stuff you have on a particular day. You take a look inside the numbers, 100% of his first pitches to batters have been for strikes, but the quality hasn't been there. He's going to have to make some changes to turn this one around. Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. Already a home run and a double for him in this one. He takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
Sometimes it's all about the stuff you have on a particular day. You take a look inside the numbers, 100%
First pitch coming. Here it is.
pitches to batters have been for strikes, but the quality hasn't been there. He's going to have to make some changes to turn this one around. Good contact.
Here comes the 0-1.
Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit.
There's a fastball, pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. Already a home run and a double for him in this 2-1.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not attacking the strike zone anymore.
3-1 to him now. Into the windup and the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Under this one is Grichuk, and there are 2 away now. 2-1. So now here is Gleyber Torres. He went deep to the tune of a 3-run job his last time up.
Well, Matty, we know he's got the timing on the fastball locked in. That's what he got a hold of on that home run in the previous at-bat. You do not come off the heater. Have to be leery of the off-speed, but stay on the fastball. He's got to throw it again.
Hit the other way out toward right field. 1-1. Under this one is Grichuk, and there are 2 away now. So now here is and a fastball that misses up in the zone here. It's 2-1.
What we're seeing here is a guy getting pitched to very carefully. It doesn't matter that there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's a threat to score even when he's standing in the batter's box.
Come off the heater. Have to be leery of the off-speed, but stay on the fastball. He's got to throw it again.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Got him looking, and that ends the inning.
It doesn't matter that there's 2 outs.
So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Down a run in a tight one. It's 7-6. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
Thank you, Heidi. Now at the plate, here is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Thanks, Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball.
Thank you, Heidi. Now at the plate, here is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
High and deep down the left field line. Looking to punch him out again, the pitch.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Thank you, Heidi. Now at the plate, here is
And it's fouled away. High and deep down the left field line. Ready with another 0-2. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. Rowdy Tellez comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Stuff has never been a problem with this pitcher. It's execution and location that has always been his bugaboo. And that's exactly what happened here. I know he's ahead 0-1, but he's finding the heart of the plate way too often.
Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts.
Into the windup, and here comes the 0-2 pitch.
This pitching staff clearly has
Belted
him figured
high and deep into right center. Hicks going back, and it's gone.
comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Stuff has never been a problem with this pitcher. It's execution and
Solo
location
shot
that
to
has
right
always been
center.
his
His
bugaboo.
second home
That's
run of the
exactly what
game,
happened
and it's
here.
now an
I know he's ahead
8-6
0-1,
ball game.
But he's finding the heart of the plate way too often.
This has been quite a hitting display from both sides. That's home run number 8 on the day.
Matty V, I don't know what this is. D-Ro, is this bad pitching or good hitting?
I think you have to credit both offenses today. They both came in with game plans. We walked around during batting practice. They were both super confident, and nobody is missing a barrel.
Rendell Grichuk stands in as he looks at a called strike. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. And he falls behind 0-2.
Both sides. That's home run number 8 on the day.
Matty V, I don't know what this is.
Fouled off.
D-Ro, is this bad pitching or good hitting?
I think you have to credit
0-2
both
once
offenses
more.
today. They both came in with game plans. We walked around during batting practice. They were both super
8 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto.
Stands in as he looks at a called strike. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
The next 0-2.
And he falls behind 0-2. Both sides. That's home run number 8 on the day. Fouled off. Is this bad pitching or good hitting? I think you have to 0-2 once more.
They both came in with game plans. We walked around during batting practice. They were both super
8 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Stepping in now, Reese McGuire. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
windup and the 0-1.
As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike.
2 out, nobody on.
1 for 2 in this one.
And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's the Blue Jays 8 and the Yankees 6. 2 out, nobody on. Jordan Romano will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and here comes the first baseman, Luke Voigt.
The first baseman.
And he will strike him out from the stretch.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
The 0-1 pitch, fouled away. Jordan Romano will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far. Bottom of the 6th inning now. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
That's not an at-bat he's going to look back on and be happy about. Obviously, the strikeout result isn't good, but to go down on 3 pitches and none of which were even in the strike zone, as you see there, that's not a good look.
Giancarlo Stanton now. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
That's not an at-bat he's going to look back on and be happy about.
And that's down into left center for a base hit.
But to go down on 3 pitches and none of which were even in the strike zone, as you see there.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
2 tries for him so far. At the plate now, Kyle Higashioka, as he overcommits here to a slider out of the zone. 1 strike to count.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
2 tries for him so far. Pitch is popped up. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Everybody needs a little love in their life right there. Nice piece of hit. He gets you some right there. A little soft liner. He definitely wasn't on that baseball, but he got a little luck involved, a little love, and that thing found a hole right there into the outfield.
Standing in now, Tyro Estrada, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. A tag for 1, relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We're through 6 full. The Jays are out in front, 8-6. Into the box, Bo Bichette. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park, just like he did back in the 2nd. Standing in now, Tyro Estrada, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. A tag for 1, relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So first pitch coming, here it is. 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man. Loud contact there, but it's well fouled. The Jays are out in front, 8-6. Into the box, Bo Bichette. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park, just like he did back in the 2nd. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Standing in now, Tyro Estrada. He'll send a ground ball down to third. Tag for 1, relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. First pitch coming, here it is. Popped him up. Voigt trying to get there. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Cavan Biggio will stand in as he's accounted for one of the biggest at-bats of the game so far. A 3-run shot back in the 5th that's really energized his ball club.
To get there and record the first out of the inning. Kevin Biggio will stand in as he's accounted for one of the biggest at-bats.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Shot back in the 5th that's really energized.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
Count even now at 1-1. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2. Sliced hard on the ground. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now.
Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
Count even now at 1-1.
George Springer the next to hit.
Sliced hard on the ground.
He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looks more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Count even now at 1-1.
Again, another foul ball. Here's a little chopper up the middle, fielded cleanly. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. The Blue Jays go down in order. The lead stands pat at 8-6. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Gio Urshela singled in his last at-bat.
Number 29.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. This pitch is popped up. Guerrero has a play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Now to the plate, Aaron Hicks.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Gio Urshela singled in his last
First pitch on the way. High in the air down the right field line. Richard is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the second out. Next to dig in, DJ LeMahieu. He's 0 in this one, batting out of the 3 spot.
Now to the plate, Aaron Hicks.
Now the first pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Gurriel is there, and how about that? A 3-pitch inning as the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Blue Jays 8 and the Yankees ready to begin the 8th, and striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez. This is hit high in the air out toward left center.
Now the first pitch. This one in the
Here's Hicks to put it away, and that's out number 1. Now at the plate, Lourdes Gurriel. He's got a hitting 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the pitch.
We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Blue Jays 8 and the Yankees ready to begin the 8th, and striding into the plate next.
Wind up, and the 0-1.
This is hit high in the air.
Swing and a liner. And this is a fair ball as it'll head for the 314 side. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. Digging hard. He's headed for third. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
The second this thing got past the outfielder, you knew it was at least a double, possibly a triple, but he turns on the afterburners and is safely into third.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
For the 3-4-2 side, and now it'll rattle up against the wall. Digging hard, he's headed for
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been. Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. Trotting in to score is the runner from third, and that'll push the lead up to 3 here in the 8th.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
And here's the thing from a pitcher's perspective. You look at this line and you think, wow, he's been sitting guys down all game long, and that's true. But on the flip side, his pitch count is up there. You have to wonder if he might be starting to get a little bit tired in this one.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. Rendell Grichuk is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Now both runners on the move. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. Guerrero rounds third and is digging for the plate. The relay throw, and this will come in far too late. He's in there at third. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given a chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
He went down on strikes last time up. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my man on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
So now to the plate, Bo Bichette. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Ball 1 taken just off the inside. This is skied into short left center. Coming on for it is Hicks. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Toronto leads this. David Phelps is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Ball 1 taken just off the inside. Now at the plate is Aaron Judge. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes. First appearance of this young season. And he fouls this one off. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone. Up next will be the designated hitter, Gleyber Torres. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB. Put that in the memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
1-1 to count. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. Sliced hard on the ground, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. He's around first, heading for 2. And he is in the second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Now back, third base. Reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB. Put that in the memory bank.
Into the box, Luke Voigt, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far.
And that gets through for a one-out base hit. He's around first, heading for two. And he is into second base with a double.
A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Torres rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate as they close the gap to 3 now.
Yeah, one a day keeps the doctor away, Dan, especially when it's a big one late in the game. It doesn't matter. At ball, you're just trying to get one knock a day, find a couple barrels. He happened to catch his late.
Boy, I tell you what, you're talking about coming at a good time, too. You're having kind of a rough night last AB. You end up being able to do something positive, not only for yourself, but also helping the team out, too.
Giancarlo Stanton is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
They close the gap to 3 now.
Yeah, one a day keeps the doctor away, Dan, especially when it's a big one late in the game. It doesn't matter. At ball, you're just trying to get...
Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with the donut on your bat, visualizing hitting a home run.
Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
That's not an at-bat he or his hitting coach are going to be happy with at all. It's bad enough to go down on 3 pitches, but none of them were even in the strike zone. That's a bad look.
Into the box now, Kyle Higashioka. So Brown, this one fouled off to the left side. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far.
Swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with
The 0-1 pitch.
visualizing hitting a home run.
Swinging and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
That's not an at-bat he or his hitting coach are going to be happy with at all. It's
Line to left.
3 pitches, but none of them
Gurriel gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning.
Into the box now.
It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left.
Fouled off to the left side. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Kevin Biggio. First delivery to him.
Line to left. Gurriel gets under it and
Wind up and the 0-1.
It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. Set to start the 9th in this one.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground at the left side. And the throw on the first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. So he really had to unload a strong throw just to beat the runner at first that time. And the show track data is in 88 miles an hour, near the upper range of what you'll see from an infielder. And it seemed to make all the difference on that play.
And he goes against the shift there as this is
Stepping in now, George Springer. As he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. Swing and a hot shot toward third. Oh, and he misses it.
Teoscar Hernandez.
Play to the right. He's got 2 hits in 4 at-bats. 0-1, here it comes. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. To second for 1.
Nice.
Hey, not impossible. They've got the work cut out for them.
This at-bat is quickly down the left field line and deep.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Peter caught too much of the zone. He got a mistake right there, but missed it.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it.
They'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And a splitter is over for a cold third strike as he's left shaking his head. One gone.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down. When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get.
The pitch.
But retiring that leadoff
Softly
guy
hit toward the hole. He's got it.
shut a game down.
On the first in time, and the Yankees are down to their final out now.
Now batting.
Next for New York, Aaron Hicks. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. On the first in time, and the Yankees are down to their final out now. He's set and the pitch. Next for New York, Aaron Hicks. He comes to the plate. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2 out here in the ninth. Swinging a liner back through the box. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Throwing to second, and he is out at second base. And partner, that's going to do it for this one.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
And this one concludes at a 10-7 score. Toronto scored 10 runs on the way to victory. Ross Stripling earns his first win of the season. Corey Kluber takes the loss despite striking out 11 batters. Kirby Yates wraps it up for the save, his first of the year. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com. For the save, his first of the year. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com. For the save, his first of the year. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. Fans, our final line score this afternoon.
Afternoon baseball now, and a fine Sunday for our national pastime from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the New York Yankees.
And now, your 2000.
It's baseball. It's the show, and it comes your way next. For our national pastime from Yankee Stadium, Luis Severino gets the ball for the Yankees in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Talk about impressive. How about an ERA under 2 last season for this guy? If he continues to pitch like that this year, he's going to put himself near the top echelon of pitchers. Not going to be an easy thing to do, but we'll see how he starts out in this one.
And stepping in, Bo Bichette. He will lead this one off today.
Under 2 last season for this guy. If he continues to pitch like that this year, he's going to put himself near the top echelon echelon of pitchers. Not going to be an easy thing to do, but we'll see how he starts out in this one.
And stepping in, Bo Bichette. He will lead this one off today. First pitch on its way. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. It's official now. They will not go 162-0 as they were handed their first loss of the season last time out.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on the mound. They can't go out like last game and allow a bunch of runs and not play sound defense behind them. Both those things are going to have to change if this team's going to get it going in the right direction.
Cavan Biggio comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. He just ramps up and gears the fastball by him, 0-2.
Okay, if you're in this lineup right here, game on, boys. I know he's got power stuff, but if he's going to come middle of the plate, you better be ready to pull the trigger.
Cavan Biggio, the 0-2 once more. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Here's George Springer. He'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach at 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone. But something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
Now it's 0-2. There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach? Here's a shot to left field and deep. And gone. An absolute bomb.
Something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
A solo home run here off the bat of George Springer. First home run of the campaign for him as the Jays get the game's first tally. It's 1-0. And gone. An absolute bomb.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
Teoscar Hernandez swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
Teoscar Hernandez swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. Two out, nobody on. Skied into straightaway right. Judge able to track it down for the third out. Jay's off to a good start thanks to the solo shot. Bottom of the first coming up from the Bronx. And Toronto's off to the early 1-0 lead. Judge able to track it down for the third out. Jays off to a good start thanks to the solo Robbie Ray gets the starting assignment in this one for the Jays. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy really struggled last year. This season's going to be about a bounce back year. Real ugly ERA last year. He has a lot to prove to himself and to his teammates that he's a much better pitcher than he was last year.
This will kick up against the wall now. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
This season's going to be... Now that's the way you answer. They're down 1-0 already, but he laces the double and puts himself in the scoring position. That'll get the dugout fired up and excited to punch back.
Standing in now, Aaron Hicks. And he puts it on the ground to second. Scooped up, throw on to first, in time, one away. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Lifetime numbers against Robbie Ray. He's got 8 hits in 29 at-bats. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Good manufactured run right there. Lead off double, move him over with the ground ball, and just put the ball in play and let him come home. Make scoring runs look easier than it actually is.
Here's the first pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field.
Good manufactured run right there.
Richards is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. Second inning upcoming here in the Bronx, all tied at 1-1. All set for the start of the inning, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Lourdes Gurriel. And that's in there for strike 1.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Next to bat will be the outfielder. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Judge is under it, and that's the first out of the inning. So 1 out and nobody aboard. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. settles in at the plate. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down the way, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's
pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Leaps, and he made the catch. He took one out of the stands. Santa Maria.
He swings at that.
Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Leaps, and he made the catch. He took one out of the stands. Rowdy Tellez the next to bat. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here, no balls and a strike. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to get off the field super quick.
And Stanton will put this one away, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. We'll go to the bottom of the second, tied 1 apiece.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to get off the field super
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch. Down the third baseline. And a diving effort there at third. Good way to bruise your ribs. How much for one of them ribs? It's a foul ball. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
Now a foul tip straight into the catcher's glove, and he's able to hang on to record the first out of the inning. That was a nasty-looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, afternoon. They come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps, line to line. This team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
Last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a
And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away. But that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
One out, nobody on. Right down Main Street, caught him looking. So next to hit is Luke Voigt. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. Right down Main Street, caught him looking. First pitch on the way. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Next to hit is Luke Voigt. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
Too high. 1-2.
Great mid-AB adjustment right there. Swung at the first high fastball and was able to take the second one.
Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, and it's fouled away.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
The next 1-2 pitch. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. We played 2 full innings and we are tied 1-1. The next 1-2 pitch. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a top of the third set to get about it. Judge looks up into the second deck and gone.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits him in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks. Holy smokes. That's the first ball they've taken the entire game so far. They're swinging at everything.
Hit in the air out to right. Judge is under it, 1 down.
Those extended hot streaks. Holy smokes. That's the first ball they've taken the entire game so far.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Bo Bichette. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Judge is over to his right as he puts this one away, 2 down. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Bo Bichette. Stepping in once again is Cavan Biggio. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
On the move is Stanton. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Jays add 1 more on the solo home run. Bottom of the third coming up. Here is Gary Sanchez. He starts off.
That they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
The windup and the 0-1. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swing, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2 to 3 foot out for out number 1. Thairo Estrada is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. There to play it is Springer, and that's out number 2.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight.
Up next, Gio Urshela. Second shot now. He doubled to start out the home first.
Hey, second time around, let's see if this guy goes up and looks for the fastball. He got a fastball on his first at-bat and didn't miss it.
In there, a base hit.
Boy, just when you're looking for one of those shutdown innings, you get 2 quick outs, D-roll, then you give up a 2-out base hit to extend the inning.
Yeah, you show me a big league ball player that's going to give away an AB. No chance. Everybody's in there grinding every at-bat, every plate appearance. Nice job. Maybe a little 2-out lightning start.
0 for 1 here in the early going.
Yeah, you show me a big league ball player that's going to give away maybe no chance. Everybody's in there grinding every at-bat, every plate appearance. Nice job. Maybe a little too out.
Pulls this one in the fouled off. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Hicks going back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Next up is Lourdes Gurriel, who flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something.
Taken high and deep to right. Going back is the right fielder. Gone!
AB certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something.
A two-run blast to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him, as the Jays have opened it up now to 4 to 1. At the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Strike one to start the at-bat. Two-run blast to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him, as the Jays have opened it up now to 4 to 1. At the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hicks on the move. Around first, he's digging for second. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hicks is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Randall Grichuk at the plate now. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. No trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. Jays strike for a couple as you get position with Sugan. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And that'll bring in the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. The second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. Ray will take it himself for the first out of the inning. We'll do it again on 0-2. Here's big Aaron Judge. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. First pitch on its way. And a ball 1-0. Here's big Aaron Judge. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. First pitch. And that one yanked just foul. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
He is in complete command.
Giancarlo Stanton now. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. Nothing in 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Giancarlo Stanton now. Now the pitch. There's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Interested to see what the pitcher goes to now. After getting that late hack on the curveball, does he speed him up with some velocity?
Swing and a miss got him reaching. Throw to first is in time, and the inning is over.
Interested to see what the pitcher goes to
so
now.
The Yanks go 1-2-3. They trail it 4-1. Swing and a miss got him reaching. Digging in will be Reese McGuire. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
The catcher,
so the Yanks go 1-2-3. They trail it 4-1. Swing and a miss got him reaching. Digging in will be Reese McGuire. He'll start off the 5th in this one. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They trail it 4-1. First pitch of the AB on its way. First pitch of the AB on its way. First pitch of the AB on its way. pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And it's gone as they add still another. So now to the plate, Bo Bichette. Seared down the first baseline. Oh, look at the dive. And the first out of the inning is a beautiful one. What a play.
Second baseman, Kevin Biggio.
So now to the plate, Bo Bichette. Kevin Biggio stepping up now. Lifted the other way to left center. On the move is Stanton. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Next, here is George Springer. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Lifted the other way to left center. On the move is Stanton. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Next, now the first pitch. George Springer. He reached on a single last time. Clearly fooled there on the slider.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Now the first pitch. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side.
Going to be tough on the hitters if they have
one in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the Yankees 1. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with the Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and he mentioned they need to show a lot more patience with their at-bats moving forward. Over 90% of their at-bats have started with a swing on the first pitch, and given their lack of run production, that approach clearly isn't working. He said adjustment number 1 has to be to allow the at-bats to develop and look for good pitches to hit in deeper counts where they will hopefully have more of an advantage over the pitcher.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Next up will be Gleyber Torres. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly,
here it comes, 1-0.
Getting roughed up a bit.
And that one misses upstairs, 2-0.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
3-0 to him now. Here it comes, 1-0. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up. You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
The 3-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1. So now we've got a battle on our hands. He might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And he makes the throw to first. Torres retired, and there's 1 away. So next to bat will be Luke Voigt. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
0-1 the count. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. Next to bat will be Luke Voigt. Struck out in his last trip to the plate. Oh, and it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that, Hack. It's 0-2 now.
I know we want to focus on the offense and how bad they've been so far, but can we give some love to the pitcher? He has had these guys in the rocking chair all day.
And rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now.
Up next,
so the bases are empty here with 2 gone. And the next to bat, the Dominican-born catcher, Gary Sanchez. Infield in the over shift here. Now the pitch. Boy, not the way he wanted to start out here. It's 0-1.
Hey, he's rolling so far in this one as we head into the middle part of this game. How about 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes? If he continues to do that, he just might finish this one.
In the over shift here. Now the pitch. Boy, not the way he wanted to start out here. It's 0-1.
Hey, he's rolling so far in this one as we head into the middle part of this game.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch-out, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They're down 5-1. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th. He set down 5 in a row via the punch-out, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They're down 5-1. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th. He set down 5 in a row via the punch-out, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They're down 5-1. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th. He set down 5 in a row via the punch-out, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They're down 5-1. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th. He set down 5 in a row via the punch-out, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They're down 5-1. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th. He set down 5 in a row via the punch-out, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They're down 5-1. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And, he can't get out of the way of that one. So the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Well, I bet the manager breathed a sigh of relief when he saw he wasn't hurt that badly. The last thing they can afford to lose is a guy like that for any length of time.
Lourdes Gurriel will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ballgame to this point.
Devoit in time for the double play.
The last thing they can afford to lose is a guy like that for any length of time.
So now into the box is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He doubled his last time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Into the corner and slicing foul. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. They're up 5-1. Thairo Estrada digging in now. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on, start some traffic in motion, we might have some.
First pitch on the way.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock. Hey, the guy on the mound is absolutely pounding the zone, and that's why he's been able to stay and pitch deep into this game.
Good knuckle curve, and he's got him behind 0-2.
You can tell this guy's got great feel for all this stuff right now. To break out that nasty hammer right there, this guy's on point.
Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2.
He went with the off-speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Yankee shortstop behind, and he chased it in the dirt. McGuire corrals it, but he can't get it there in time. Estrada is aboard after the strikeout. That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. First offering on its way. Hit in the air down the right field line. Right fielder giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. So the next to bat will be Aaron Hicks. He flew out in his last AB. First offering on its way. Hit in the air down the right field line. Right fielder from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Makes the catch. A great effort to get there. Estrada stands at first with 1 out. So the next to bat will be Aaron Hicks. He flew out in his last AB. A ball and a strike. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Grounder down the line at third. Oh, what a stop on the slide. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So they go down without a whimper here. 7th inning coming up. The Blue Jays on top, 5-1. 7th inning ready to roll, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Rowdy Tellez. So they go down without a whimper here. 7th inning coming up. The Blue Jays on top, 5-1. Here it comes. 7th inning ready to roll, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Rowdy Tellez. Now the 0-1. Here it comes. Now the 0-1. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Randall Grichuk will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Stuff has never been a problem with this pitcher. It's execution and location that has always been his bugaboo. And that's exactly what happened here. I know he's ahead 0-1, but he's finding the heart of the plate way too often.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball.
With this pitcher.
7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game.
That's exactly what happened here.
Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the 3rd baseline. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. A swing and a ground ball to 3rd, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the fouled away.
Hey, have an AB right here. I I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses.
Oh, way to get dirty. He's up with it. The throw. Touche, sir.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses.
Oh, way to get dirty. He's up with it. The throw. Touche, sir. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Hit hard on the ground to short. Bichette picks it up cleanly. On to first, and there were 2 down.
2 hits. No errors for the Yankees.
Next, it'll be Giancarlo Stanton. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if it's staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
You see that swing right there? You know what that tells me, boys? That this pitcher is doing his job right here. But also, the offense is obviously not picking anything up today.
It's 0-2 now. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They're down here 5-1. Yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Ready to begin the 8th. In to bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. Ready to begin the 8th. In to bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. And the pitch. Ready to begin the 8th. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the break. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Some guys just don't like
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2.
They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed.
But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2.
Everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Again, another foul ball.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Gone to lead off the inning.
Too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left. Solo shot here to left. Second home run early in the year, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Who says hitting isn't contagious? These guys have been feeding off each other.
Solo shot here to left. Second home run early in the year, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Who says hitting isn't contagious?
In now is the Yankees DH, Gleyber Torres, who went down on strikes in his last at-bat. First offering. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
In today's game, with velocity and exploding breaking stuff, you have to find a way to control the strike zone as a unit. They haven't been able to do that today, swinging at way too many pitches outside the zone.
With velocity and exploding breaking stuff, you have to find a way to control the strike zone as a unit. They haven't been able to do that today, swinging at way too many
Wind up
pitches
and the 0-2
outside the zone.
pitch. Swing and a little tapper. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. McGuire recovers, and he makes the throw to first. Torres is retired, and there's one away.
The first baseman.
Stepping up is Luke Voigt, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Retired, and there's one away. The wind up, and the 0-1. Popped him up. Bichette over to his right. And that's the second out of the inning. Next to stand in is Gary Sanchez. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Gary Sanchez. First offering on its way. lunging at a changeup that time, and he pops it up near second. Biggio makes the play, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They trail 6-1.
Lunging at a changeup that time. Pops it up near
All set to start the
Biggio makes the play, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They trail 6-1.
all set for the bottom of the ninth. And that brings up Thairo Estrada.
Not shortstop. Thairo.
First offering. Heading out towards shallow right. Long run for the right fielder. He slides and brings it in. Nice play there for out number 1.
Number 29.
Heading out towards shallow right. Long run for the right fielder. He slides and brings it in. Nice play there for out number 1.
Into the box now, Gio Urshela. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting. The center
And
fielder.
now here is Aaron Hicks. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth.
And he will make the play out there, and there are
And he'll get under it to make the catch. And the Blue Jays have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over. 6-1 the final tally today. Toronto sent 5 balls over the wall to come out on top in this one. Robbie Ray earns his first win of the season and records a complete game 2-hitter in doing so. Luis Severino struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Yankees, 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. 6 runs, 8 hits. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 6 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 6 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
hopefully Wednesday.